the feels when you're done with exams. 3 years of training at the gym, but I'm still small. Now I started the channel to be a relatable channel, a channel that could, you know, target students and show students that you're able to balance the lifestyle, and obviously show my progression over the years. So I've been training for 3 years, but I've been able to document 2 years of my training as a student, you know, the downfalls as well, and my journey in bodybuilding and fitness. Hey, Jesus, okay, wait first. Let me go to the gym. It is cold. It is cold, man. Chai!
Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight. Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight.
So there are a number of topics I need to talk about that I need to get out the way before I talk about why I would consider myself small after training for 3 years. And those topics have to do with 1, steroids, number 2, Instagram and fitness models, and number 3, expectations versus reality. But for now, let's go squat. So the squat rack is occupied, so let me cover topic 1. And I'm going to tie in YouTube and Instagram fitness models and steroids. Now, a lot of the most amazing physiques that you're seeing online, the ones that are competing, there's a high chance that those amazing physiques are on gear. It is their livelihood, that is what they market their bodies, and that is the purpose of it. So naturally, if me putting myself or anyone putting themselves, their bodies online, naturally that's what you're gonna get compared against. That is what physique, that is what bodybuilding is a lot about, and you know, sometimes you need to accept that, and that is totally fine. So you need to be able to distinguish from what is real and not real. Good to be back onto YouTube. I am ecstatic, guys. You guys don't understand. So the first topic I want to talk about with regards to myself, why I haven't made the most gains I have in my 3 years is number 1, training. And this is something I didn't know, and I feel like this video should relate to a lot of the people who have gone through the journey, who are about to start with the journey. Is that, think of the analogy, let's use the analogy of a car. If you're gonna build a car and you just take a bunch of metal pieces and you just put them together, you're not gonna get the most aesthetically looking car. What you wanna do is you wanna be able to design a car and mold the car to have an aesthetic feel to it, a beautiful feel. And that was my first year of training. There was no structure to it, there was no design to be able to maximize my gains and to be able to bring out the features you wanted to have a holistic aesthetic physique. So that is a lacking part. That is why I feel like my first year wasn't efficient as it could be. Obviously got better in my second and third. Now when I speak about the training regime, it's hitting the frequency, number 1, is also focusing on progressive overload. So making sure you're hitting your weights and your reps every time you're going into the gym. You're looking to improve. Obviously it's not a linear positive line, but I mean they're stagnant, but as long as your graph is positive in your training, that is what's going to give you the most efficient gains, in my opinion. So training was lacking in the first year, and that is what a lot of the newbies don't get. Like when I got into the gym, I just wanted to hit chest and arms, and that is all that I wanted. And even hitting it with proper form, the quality of the workout wasn't there, and that's what happens with a lot of people. They skip the whole learning how to do the movement, hitting the movement correctly, doing progressive overload. So once you have a really good idea of what your training structure needs to be and how you can hit that efficiently and effectively, then you have training down. then you're able to build the car that you want. You're able to build that Aston Martin or that Maserati, you know, those classical physiques, you know, the ones like Arnold and so forth. So that is the idea, is being able to mold the car that you dream of. And you can't mold your car without having a design, without having a proper training split that focuses on good form, frequency, and progressive overload over time if you're trying to build the physique of your dreams. So I'm gonna catch you at home and I'm gonna talk about nutrition.
Walked and drank all night, acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight. Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight.
Have your training done, you're able to sculpt the physique you dream of. You're tracking your weights, you're doing progressive overload, you're tracking the number of reps. Once you have that down, I think the most important out of all of them is nutrition. So if you think of nutrition as your fuel, and you think of a car and a road, that road represents how far you get into your physique and the distance you can go with your physique. If you're putting in the right fuel in your car is going to travel a longer distance. So your physique is going to, you know, progress at a faster rate if you're from the get-go putting the right foods in your body. Compared to putting the bad foods in your body, you're not going to travel as far as you need to, and you're not going to see that much progress. And that was one of the things for me as well, was my nutrition. My nutrition in the first year was terrible. I had no idea, and once I got into the realm of YouTube, I started to understand more and I started to take more interest in reading more. And I'll actually show you guys 2 physiques of when I didn't know anything and when I did. Seeing from those 2 clips, you can actually see there's a difference what happens when you put nutrition and training together. And finally, but not least, I'll catch you after I eat this meal and I'll tell you what I think is important. And the last thing I wanted to bring up that is a big factor is genetics. We all respond differently to different stimulus when it comes to training and nutrition and how our body reacts to the different types of pressures we have. A lot of people are genetically blessed, and that's why sometimes you do see these amazing physiques, and those are the 1 percentiles. Those people are able to stack on a lot of muscle, whose body reacts the correct way, have amazing insertions to give them a more aesthetically looking physique. And those are things that are out of your control. And in conclusion of the video, 3 years of training in the gym, why am I so small? 1, me myself, I don't believe I am small. I train for myself, and I never compare myself to someone else. Maybe seeing other physiques give me a good idea of what direction I want to go, but for me, I do it for me. I don't do it for anybody else. I don't do it to look bigger than the next bodybuilder or look bigger than the next guy there. I do it for my own pleasure, and obviously I also want to see myself progress. It's cliche to say it's you versus you, but that's what fitness is. So the last thing before I end the video, guys, I know YouTube is having a glitch. I know a lot of people being unsubscribed to the channel, and there's a lot of things going on. So what I want from you guys, I have so many dope video ideas coming on. I have a 10K challenge coming up that I wanted to keep it a surprise, but I think I don't want you guys to miss it. So in the corner around there where it says Mike Diamonds, there's a little bell. I'll show it right now on the screen. Click it so you guys never miss another upload, or at least you get a notification that the video is uploaded, so you guys can at least see the 10K. And I have a lot of unique video ideas coming through, guys, I promise you. So leave the video a like, follow me on Instagram, Mike Diamonds 23, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Throw your diamonds in the sky.